Is this a joke?
Oh.
Like that.
Welcome to Taskmaster. I know a lot of you out there in social media land think that sometimes when it comes to judgments, I don't always get it right. Well, you're wrong, and you better make sure those comments come from a server in Central Europe. It's not hard for a man with my connections to get a name, do you understand? You might be Dumbledore online, but I'll find you, and I'll disguise myself as a giant crow in a tree outside your house. You ever been jumped on by a 6'8" crow? Then maybe keep your opinions to yourself. Right, let's meet the people brave enough to use their real names. Alan Davies, Desiree Batch, Guzzball, Morgana Robinson and Victoria Coren Mitchell. And sitting to my left, a man who is the answer to the question, what happens when you throw chunks of pork at a revolving car wash brush? It's little Alex Horne.
Ta-da! Here I am. We've got to be quick. Got a meeting after this, so let's go.
Yep.
Meeting with Hollywood, so let's hurry up.
All right. What's your meeting with Hollywood about?
That's both of us. Got an email from Spielberg, who wants to make Taskmaster the movie. He says he wants to cast Arnold Schwarzenegger as you and Danny DeVito as me, and they're brothers, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to go to Hollywood.
All right, then. OK. On with the prize task.
Yes, on we go. And your chosen category for them this week is the best thing you use for something other than its actual purpose. 5 points will be awarded for the best thing used for something other than its actual purpose. And at the end of the show, the things will go home with a winner of the episode, and that person can do whatever they want with all the things.
Lovely. So we're looking for something that's a great thing in its own right that you happen to use for something else. Victoria, hello.
Yes, I brought the bread bin.
And this is Victoria's...
Hang on a minute. Victoria, you may have grown tired of this format, but the viewers haven't.
Here is Victoria's bread bin in situ.
There it is.
There it is. A 4-slice toaster. Someone's doing well.
It's got a bagel setting. Yes. Well, here's the problem with putting bread products in the bread bin. You forget they're in there, then you find them weeks later and they've gone all mouldy. So now I'm frightened to put things in there, but I put things on the top of it and they're sort of elevated so that you know what kind of bread you've got to choose from and you can see it from all around the kitchen.
I sometimes think you want to score badly in this game.
What's in here at the moment, the bread bin? What?
Nothing, it's empty. It's always empty. Nice and clean. No mould, no crumbs.
I mean, if you put the bread in, it will keep it a bit fresher for longer.
Yes, but if you miss the window, it's not fresh.
All right, I can't talk about bread bins anymore.
No, I think correct.
I've given it a fair crack of the whip.
Yes.
And some. Desiree, can you beat a bread bin?
I guess what I have, I don't know if the official name, a cat WC, but you know when you have a cat and you buy things for the cat and the cat's like, that is not for me, and just ignores it. So I have this very expensive cupboard into which I put books and some, like, gardening soil and things like that.
You have an obsolete integrated cat latrine.
Yes.
Oh.
So it was going to be so quaint, but the cat's like, I need to poop in the raw, like, I'm alive,
me
you know?
Wow, it's a very expressive cat. I mean, I quite like it as an item. This is the solution to your problem. Pop your bread in and it's got a window for you to check.
That is actually brilliant.
Alan, can you beat cat toilet?
Well, I've brought in a child's toothbrush
OK.
Let's see it, shall we?
with a sucky base.
Yep.
Secondary use is it's ideal for changing halogen light bulbs that are recessed in the ceiling. Something of a life hack.
I presume we can hear that description again on your YouTube channel. Something of a life hack.
Here's a light bulb being changed with a toothbrush.
Oh, this sucks.
Look what happens. Oh, hello, light bulb.
Wow.
That's weirdly satisfying.
Yeah.
Because you can be scrabbling away at those bulbs for a while.
Thanks, Alan. Guz, what have you brought in?
I've got A clothes hanger iPhone holder.
It is homemade, despite appearances. Here it is.
If I please may explain, yeah?
Before you carry on,
Yeah,
this
go
is
ahead.
supposed to be something you already use for a secondary purpose.
Now, I need to take you back a few years, yeah? I just finished my PGCE, and money was very tight. And this coincided with the time we had our first child. I've had many since then, but I only really cared about the first one. So when you have your first kid, it's your responsibility to keep them alive. So I used that to put the baby monitor on whilst I was washing dishes, doing Hoover. And ever since then, it's such an effective tool, I now watch, like, football games and do the hoovering.
Do you promise me? Look me in the eye. Look me... Guz?
Yeah, go on.
Look at me.
Yeah, go on, yeah.
I want you to promise me that the story you've just told me is true, and that you've subsequently gone on to use it while you're doing the hoovering, and it's become part of your life. I just
You
want
mean
to
like
say-
everyday life, or like...
I just want you to say you've regularly used it. Tell the truth.
Nah, I used it like 4 or 5 times.
OK. Fine. Well, Ghana, what have you brought in?
Arse cream. It's extremely good for puffy eyes. Pop it on the under eye of an evening, and it's like...
Are you really using bum cream on your
I
eyes?
swear to God.
That is a thing.
It
is
really
a
is
beauty
a thing.
But is it a good thing to win in a quiz?
No. I don't think I want any bum cream on my face.
Sure.
Yeah. You ready?
You're dishing out points?
And I'm not being mean to you this time, Morgana, but great news. I want Victoria's bread bin less. 1 point for Victoria's bread bin.
1 point, Victoria.
2 points for Morgana's arse cream. Now we're getting into difficult territory. Because he told me the truth, he can have 3 points.
3 points to Guz.
At the top of the tree? Woo! Which one? I've got so many of those bulbs in my home. But I want a weird cupboard with a little window in it.
Yes!
4 points to Alan, 5 points to Desiree.
Congratulations, Desiree.
Is it time for the first task proper, Alex?
It most certainly isn't not.
This is quite intense. Is this like an initiation into some kind of secret society?
Maybe.
Just gotta just focus. This is very big, cold place, and it's old, and there might be spirits, so you can see different goods can't today. Sensible. I'm not trying to mess with the supernatural. Okay, brother?
OK.
Make and wear a popcorn necklace with at least 5 pieces of popcorn, and then do the opposite of the following.
Then do the opposite of the following. You must, under no circumstances, not avoid not making the bell not ring.
Then do the opposite of the following. You must, under no circumstances, not avoid, not melt... Wait.
Not avoid, not make it... What the... OK, hold on.
It's going to take me ages to work out this sentence.
The task is over when you have either rung the bell or not rung the bell and said, "Are you serious? This is an anxiety dream."
The task is over when you have either rung the bell or not rung the bell and said, I did the right thing 3 times. This is going to summon something. What? That's what's going to happen here. Is this what... Oh, Lord of mercy.
Fastest to not do...
You OK, Desiree?
No! Is anything ever going to be OK ever again, Alex? All right.
Fastest to not do the wrong thing. Oh, wait.
If you don't do the right thing, you lose 5 points. Wow, the penalty.
My time started when I started reading the task.
Yeah, that was nearly 2 minutes ago.
OK, Jesus Christ.
The thing that will take a long time is threading the needle.
OK.
Interesting. Only one person saw that the most challenging part of this was the popcorn necklace. It was Victoria, presumably because the riddle was solved in an instant. Let's see some attempts.
All right, well, we're going to start with one man, another man, and a Morgana. Here they are.
OK, so I've got to make the necklace. Let's just get on with that.
Who knows what was going on in here back in the day? Do you know what I mean?
I'm not sure.
You know there's a couple of Ethels and them that were still walking around here?
A couple of Ethels?
Yeah, or whatever their names would have been.
Do you think there's some dead nuns called Ethel wandering around?
Why you gotta be so specific for, man? Just keep it, you know what I mean?
This bit I'm very good at.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm very, very, very talented in the threading area.
I can't even see this. I really can't.
Boom. Told you. That's one.
Maybe I don't need to thread the needle to make a necklace. I mean, I could just tie it around the popcorn.
You're trying to get all the popcorn on the needle?
I don't think it says that's against the rules, does it? People underestimate me.
Oh, shit. How's it done that? I mean, actually, how has it done that?
5.
Every time I touch it, it ties itself in a knot. I'm gonna have to make another one. Do you know I recently completed a master's degree?
For goodness sake. I'm gonna take a pew.
No, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll attach that one to a new bit of cotton.
OK.
Sorry, Ethel.
I did the right thing.
I did the right thing.
I did the right thing. I did the right thing.
I did the right thing. I did the right thing.
I did the right thing. I did the right thing. I did the right thing.
I've stopped the clock.
I'm not confident I've scored well there.
Lovely. You seem uncomfortable in that venue.
Yeah, well, you know.
Because of Ethel.
It was a former nunnery, and Guz really thought the nuns still inhabited the place.
I've not got any proof to say they were there, but you ain't got no proof to say they wasn't there. Ethel, at least she recognises I didn't disrespect her yard. You know what I mean?
She'll haunt the others, all right.
Good luck.
Nice to be able to say take a pew and mean it, isn't it?
Is ever so satisfying.
Isn't that nice? Well done.
Thank you.
Do you want me to tell you how long it took Morgana to thread a needle?
Go on.
16 minutes to make the necklace and ring the bell. It took Alan just 11 minutes to do the same thing. Guz, 5 minutes 37.
People do underestimate you.
Now it's ding ding, round 2. Or perhaps it isn't. Here's Desiree and Victoria.
You must avoid making the bell. OK, the bell has to not ring. Got it.
I either ring or don't ring the bell. I'm going to spend the rest of my life trying to figure out what the right answer to that one was, so...
I mean, seriously, this is going to take hours.
You know when there's one little tiny thread of the thread hanging off and you're like, you're going to thwart all of my plans?
It's really difficult. Why haven't you got one with a bigger thing?
And I'm in. Undid my cat sank. Look at that. All right, cool. Putting things on my neck is hard.
Right. And the thing is, after a while, you just start to feel sort of queasy. I think this is really unfair because the actual sewing bit, I'd be all right. And I don't mind a double negative. But threading a needle, I mean, what if I just can't do it? Do we all stay here forever?
I did the right thing! I did the right thing! I did the right thing! I think.
I've stopped the clock.
Great.
And I am admiring your choker.
Thank you very much.
OK, thank you, Desiree.
Are you secretly laughing because I haven't got to the difficult bit yet?
I'm not laughing.
No? Is that it? Is it through? There we go. I did the right thing, I did the right thing, I did the right thing.
I've stopped the clock.
This is the future of television.
They made some popcorn necklaces relatively efficiently.
Yes. Desiree was the quickest, 5 minutes 35. And out of the 5 of them, Victoria was the third quickest with 7 minutes 38.
Now, to business.
Right.
Who did ring the bell? Hands up. And how comfortable do you feel about your decision?
50% comfortable.
Yeah. Correct answer.
Guz?
Minus 25%.
You two didn't ring the bell. How confident are you, Victoria?
Is it you must, on no circumstances, not avoid making the bell not ring? No, yeah, you must avoid making the bell ring. That's what that sentence means. Yeah, you mustn't ring it.
I put this to Susie Dent. This is the only thing you can do in this circumstance. And she said there's 5 negatives. So not making the bell not ring is a double negative and comes to the same thing as making the bell ring. Not avoid is a double negative that renders itself redundant. We know this.
Yeah.
So you end up with you must, under no circumstances, make the bell ring.
Oh, shit sticks.
So they shouldn't have made the bell ring.
Well, I said to Susie Dent, thank you. And I emailed her and said, just wondering, Susie, did you include the first line, which was, do the opposite of the following?
Oi.
And Susie said, oh, I missed that bit, which, of course, reverses the instruction of the paragraph that I analysed.
If you got that right at home, get out more.
Good. Unfortunately, that is bad news for Desiree and Victoria, who lose 5 points. So that means, unfortunately, Desiree has lost all the points she gained in the first task. She gets -5, as does Victoria. Morgana gets 3 points, Alan 4, but Guz Khan wins the task and 5 points.
Yes! You will show me a scoreboard.
Guz and Alan are both in the lead with 8, and Victoria has got her first ever negative score with -4.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think we're due a team task.
You're right again, and for this one, we ventured just outside the Taskmaster grounds for Sports Day.
Be nice to play football all afternoon.
Hello, team. Come and have a seat. Please have a seat.
There's a task.
Provide the most iconic and memorable commentary for this brilliant 1 minute of socially distanced sport.
One of you must commentate on the action. The other must provide analysis.
The best commentary on the most brilliant socially distanced sport wins.
You have 15 minutes. Your time starts now.
Would you like me to run the VT?
Yes, please.
Let's just watch it for now.
Run VT.
Oh, no, it's a football thing.
If you could all stand on a spot, that'd be great. Welcome to the arena. Everyone all right?
Yes. Lovely day. It's like being on holiday in the 70s.
Play the most brilliant minute of socially distanced sport.
You have 10 minutes.
Your time starts now.
OK, it's a double task, Greg.
Explain what's going on there.
Yeah, so first of all, they all got the task to do a minute of socially distanced sport, the best minute. Then after they did that, they came back out again and got the task to commentate on the sport they'd just done. So it's a double task for you to judge.
All right.
Here is the sport in its planning stages.
Can we play golf club boxing? Which is where one person has a golf club, we stick a glove on the end, and then we hit each other.
You do what again? You just beat somebody with a...
I will be the referee. I would love to see you two swing it out.
What, hit each other on the head?
That's exhilarating, very exhilarating to me.
You watch sport, don't you? You would physically...
Oh, I love sport.
Can you distill what's interesting about looking at it?
Some sort of expertise, athleticism.
Might fall at that hurdle.
Moments of surprise.
That I can do.
How do we decide who wins at the hitting match?
What if it's us trying to just hit him with any balls?
I like how you turn this round on me.
Come on.
I'm coming. OK. Yes!
You've got to get things into that net. I've got to stop them going in.
OK.
Would that be fun?
Yes, but there's going to be surprises. You said there should be surprises. So there's going to be
Surprises is
surprises.
Guzzball, Guzzball, Guzzball.
I just want to say this is very ironic considering I initially came up with a game that involved me not getting hit.
That's karma, boo.
If you get a goal, it's a point. If I get it back over the net, it's a
OK.
point. It's pretty brilliant sport.
And prepare yourself for the element of surprise.
That's the planning stages, Greg.
Sorry, I'm just putting a copyright on the phrase. That's karma pudding.
Some good TM merch.
Guz, you suggest you want to watch two women hitting each other with golf clubs?
Not completely golf. Like I said, like, put
a boxing
gloves on the end of it.
You're not a monster. There's boxing gloves on the end of them. Your sport, the main thing that struck me is that sometimes, Victoria, you sound like a robot who's learning how to be a human. Could you please distill what's interesting about sport?
You said it's the most interesting sport, so I said, what's the thing that makes it interesting, and we'll do that.
I mean, to be fair, Alan did distill it very quickly into 3 factors. Ability, hand-eye coordination and surprise. That is sport.
Yeah, there you go.
You see, this is where I think I went wrong, because when I said surprise, I mean, you know, the great sportsmen will sometimes surprise their opponent with an unexpected manoeuvre, a bit of skill. And I think Victoria thought I meant surprise as in a magician.
That's right, because the sports robot just loaded up the word surprise. What a surprise!
Well, let's see how well I learned.
OK, well, we can look, first of all, at Alan and Victoria commentating on multi-sport.
Actuate!
Well, it's a magnificent afternoon for sports. We're looking at the competitors coming into the paddock now. What do you think? They look ready?
Well, multi-sport's fascinating, isn't it, Victoria? With the option here to either score a goal against the cricketer or the cricketer hit the football over the tennis net. Either way, it's a point each. It promises a lot of excitement. Let's have a look at the action.
OK, your minute of sport begins.
Cora Mitchell's first up. She's lining up a shot.
Oh, she surprised him with a noise.
Oh, nicely done. You see, he's trying to get that back over the net there, but it's a feeble attempt.
This time, the surprise is you have to remain within these cones.
No way!
Oh, it's the cones. She's bringing in the element of surprise, which is key, I recently learned, to sport.
This is vengeful. There's something bitter about this approach. I mean, he really seems backed into a corner there, but really he's got no chance here. She must score. Oh, that's an exceptional save, and not quite a score, but it keeps the scores level.
You're halfway through the minute of sport.
She's just put that into play. That's a gift. Oh, he scored! Unbelievable goal!
Absolutely incredible.
Davis a goal up now, wielding that bat happily.
Oh, she's going for the green ball, easier to see. Surprise number 2. You've got to face in the other direction. What?
Cora Mitchell's made him turn around.
Well, she's got one in.
Is that legitimate, Victoria?
It's all legitimate. Literally, it's gloves off. Surprise number 3. Look down. Oh, she's invited him to look down her top. He's not been distracted.
It's blocked in. It's into the net. She's complaining to the referee, but what about? 5 seconds, 5 seconds. It's the last second.
If you let me get this in, I'll give you £5.
It's 1-1, and it's... Oh, my word, it's a winner!
She doesn't know it. She hasn't seen it go in.
She doesn't know the rule. She doesn't know the rule.
No.
Great game.
It was a great game. There was definitely the element of surprise in it. My favourite element of surprise.
Happy with Victoria making Alan look down her shirt?
Well, I didn't make him. I shouted, look down here, and pulled it down. He wasn't distracted at all. That's why I was complaining to the referee. I was just...
Because he wouldn't stare down your top. That's a lovely twist on professional sport. Referee! They were out.
It's the litmus test for how much a man's really interested in sport.
Now, at last, let's play Guzzball!
It's the finals here. It's really exciting. It's quite a crowd. I don't know about you, Rodders, but how are you feeling about that?
Yeah. So this is a mental game more than it is a physical game. I know it looks like you're just hitting balls, but really there's an underlying zen of hitting balls. And sometimes a crowd gives you life, and sometimes it takes it from you.
The thing is, although I respect Rodder's very illustrious player over there, more about the mental than the physical, I've had my bollocks permanently damaged from this game, so...
Yeah, but I mean, you know, your balls can be damaged here, but if your ball's damaged up here, that's where the real problem comes in, man.
That's right. So let's play the game.
Oh, let's do this. I'm so excited, that's right.
Here we go.
Your minute of Guzzball starts.
You see both players ready. Oh, and they're off. Birch already in with the first point.
Great poise and balance there.
Oh, Robinson right there. Con there in the center protecting the gold.
Yeah, well, I think the thing is, I just want to draw respect to the amount of damage
Aye.
to Khan in the middle there. Children are something he can never enjoy. If you don't look after your own bits...
Right
yeah.
in the Nelly,
And
that's
that-
minus 10 points here.
Yeah, but I mean, you
Filth,
can
to be
tell by their stance that she feels like it was worth it.
If we keep an eye on Robinson here, she's got a reputation, outstanding player, but a dirty bastard.
She is quite a wild one when she's not on the pitch, that's for sure.
Oh, simultaneous, that one.
Guz, it's your turn, Guz.
Guz is quite arrogant. He brings
Yeah.
on that arrogance, that swagger when he comes on.
But I
into
mean,
the
it
pitch.
takes that arrogance to stand in the center of the ring, you know? Like, nobody wants to be that guy, but everybody looks
Aye.
up to that guy, right?
Guz, you've got 3 more seconds.
I'll take it.
Oh, right through the legs.
Khan is shit, isn't he?
That's right.
Where does this ball want to live?
Oh, look at that! Dodge to perfection.
Okay.
I must say, Birch is smashing this to pieces.
Yeah,
This is really shit game.
looks like it's going to be enough.
Wow, very exhilarating team of Guzzball there. Thank you to Rodney and Rodders.
Always a pleasure.
See you next week if you like.
I mean, I think Guz, with the greatest of respect, summed up Guzzball as a sport. Just to himself quietly, he said it's a really shit game at the end there. And I think he might have a point. But the commentary was sensational.
Great.
It had it all. It had a rock-solid regional anchor who I absolutely trusted.
She was called Rod.
Then we had an ex-player, I presume.
Yeah, Rodders.
Rodders, quite bitter about his career. And the pretentious pundit on the end there was
Rodney.
unbelievable. I mean, no one wants to be that guy, but everyone looks up to that guy, right?
Am I wrong?
You hit it wrong.
Yeah, do you ring the bell or not?
Well, you've got judged the commentary and you've got judged the sport.
I enjoyed multi-sport more as a sport, but I preferred this dedicated team.
OK.
So I think we have to give everybody the same points.
Level Neville.
I'll just give them 5 points each.
Hooray!
That's what it feels like. It feels right to me. I want another task, and I want one now!
OK, coming right up. And it's time to turn that frown upside down.
Lovely little cow. Ooh, I see it through the window. Ah. Let me not break my face, though.
Smells like spicy, something like Chinese 5 spice in here.
Oh,
Well, that's not creepy, you looming in the window.
good. Is that more casual?
Yes.
Task. Master.
Make your face look like another face when your face is turned upside down.
Make your face look like another face when your face is turned upside down.
Most expressive and radically different upside-down face wins.
You have 15 minutes. The time starts now.
Is there a mirror?
Would you like me to get you a mirror?
I'd like a mirror.
Can I assume anything I can find will wash off?
Definitely worth assuming that.
Well, I don't know what to do.
It's interesting, isn't it? During a task where you have to do the most expressive upside-down face, Alan employs the least expressive. I was genuinely worried about him for a while. Right.
Right. First, let's see them making their faces in a sort of throwaway makeup tutorial.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Cute.
Your moustaches.
That's gonna happen.
Hang on. Right.
Holy shnikes, there's all kinds of stuff in here.
That's a beard. This is my mouth, right? Wait.
You know what? 15 minutes passes way quicker than you think. Okay.
Oh my God, right, I'm gonna try and do math. But that needs to be upside down, right?
Well, are you going to be happy or sad?
Let's find out.
There might be someone wearing a balaclava. Googly eyes.
6 minutes left, Alan.
OK.
So far, you've stuck 2 eyes in your chin.
We're not going to get much further than that, either.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's proper.
Yeah, that's good shit. Are you putting glue all over you?
Yeah, I think that's going to be quicker. That's not worked.
Gonna need more smile.
Yeah.
Good. So you might have to have a patch. How does that look?
Well, it looks like you're holding a piece of paper.
Yeah, ignore the paper. Don't focus on the paper.
OK, I'll try and not focus on the paper.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm done.
Yeah. How's that?
I can't see the eye patch, or the moustache. Are you done?
Yeah.
OK.
You know, I pulled out the professional makeup. Didn't even touch it.
I like it when logic gives way to a grown woman just throwing a handful of googly eyes against her chin.
You throw enough shit at the wall, something will stick.
Yeah, a slightly different technique to Alan. Sometimes the backing music captures an image perfectly, and there was such a great sadness when Alan was holding his 2 googly eyes against his chin, and there was just one haunting violin string played across it, and I'd love to re-see it.
Here we go.
So beautiful.
Clearly waiting for the glue to dry.
Let's see all their upside-down faces. Hi, Morgana.
How's it going?
I'm good.
What have you guys been getting up to in here?
What is it?
No idea.
Alex, I don't want to blow my own trumpet here, brother. I think the public perception of me is that I'm quite cool.
OK. Well, we can see any one of them again, Greg.
Well, I want to see them all again, obviously.
Here are all 5 of them.
Oh, my God. Desiree just looks like Desiree. Just looks like Desiree after she's been a bit clumsy eating her breakfast.
Just every morning.
So the mouth is the red bit, is that right?
Yeah. And then I tried to go around my actual nose to use the holes, you know, it's like found poetry, right?
Yeah.
And then, and then there's just some inconvenient eyeballs on my cheeks.
But she's justified the nostrils as found poetry, Greg.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard found poetry.
All right, here's Guz. So his mouth, in case you're wondering, is underneath the grey stuff on the top. His real mouth. But you forget all about that, I think.
Yeah.
You really do.
I think he looks like a children's TV character that's a friendly llama.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't sound to be human.
It's
Certainly isn't human.
Oh, man.
OK, back to the 5.
It's a work of art. So I sort of want to know what Morgana's character's got in her mouth.
Yeah, that was...
Got in her mouth?
That's Morgana's tongue.
That's a great tongue.
She's got one of those tongues that extends out the back of her head, I suppose.
Like a woodpecker.
What is your character going through emotionally, do you think?
Utter turmoil, I think.
Turmoil.
2 left. This is Victoria's.
Oh.
I feel you have to keep looking at it. It's like a magic eye picture.
It's really good, actually.
Yeah, it's more expressive than you first think, isn't it?
It's a bit Jack Nicholson.
Any sort of backstory you want to pop on there, Victoria, for us, or...?
Well, he's mostly a sort of deep professional regret. But
Spread that over 10 weeks. It's a contender.
Oh, OK, there's one left. We took a few different shots of Alan. That was when one of the eyes fell off, so he turned into an eye patch.
I mean, it looks to me like a drunk man fresh in from a car park fight at this stage. It's all kicked off at the back of the White Swan. Alan, calm down, calm down. Car park Alan.
At the very end of the montage, there was one with both eyes on and a tongue poking out.
Yeah. Now, this guy...
Before he's gone out.
It's an awful story. Look how happy he is. Can't wait to go out for a lovely pint. I hope I don't get the shit kicked out of me in the car park and lose an eye.
I wonder if anyone will notice how close together my eyes are and take against me.
Well, Greg, you're going to have to judge these faces.
I am. Well, I think I'm marking pre-fight Alan. Alan, right? Yay.
Pre-fight Alan.
The range of expressions in Victoria's, I think, needs to be rewarded on this occasion.
Right.
But tragedy of the story of Alan means that his initial expression of hope, I think I'm going to give them both 5 points. Ooh. And I'm going to follow closely by old tongue neck.
OK, so 4 points to Morgana, is that right?
I am going to give 4, but I'm also going to give 4 points to the menacing eyes of the smiling llama.
And then it's just Desiree left.
And then it's how big the gulf between the others and all breakfast face. Yeah. I'm going to give Desiree 2 sweet points.
2 sweet points, but it's 5 to Alan and Victoria.
There it is. Oh, what are the scores?
Hi, Greg. Well, Victoria's back to her traditional 5th place at the moment. And in the lead, it's Alan with 18, then Guz with 17.
Oh. Lovely. All right, can you please make your way to the stage for guess what? It's the final task of the show! Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello? Would you like someone to read the task?
Yep.
How about pre-fight Alan?
Yes, please.
Pop up before the object, but only just. You are only allowed to pop up once. Closest to the pop before the pop wins the round. If you pop up after the object, you get no points that round.
There are going to be 3 rounds of Best Popper. First of all, it's the toaster. You've got to pop up before the toast, but only just. Aww. If you pop up after it, you don't get any points in that round. If you pop up before it, the closest to the pop gets 5 points, and then 4 points and 3 points. And then over the 3 rounds, we'll work out who's the best popper. Are we ready for round 1?
Let's pop.
OK, I'm going to pop down the bread, and it will pop up as perfect toast. Good luck, everyone.
Genuinely quite tense.
Can safely say now that they have all popped up.
As slow as my toaster at home, I should have factored that in.
Perfect piece of toast. OK, you can all pop down onto your chairs again.
Depop.
So Morgana popped up closest to the pop, but you'll all get points.
She did some lovely pop work.
Round 2 is the Jack-in-the-Box. The Taskmaster will control the Jack-in-the-Box, and up it will pop. You must pop before the Jack. That time, Victoria was the closest to the pop.
Lovely popping.
Well done, Victoria. And now we come to round 3, the most tense of all the 3 rounds. There is a giant balloon on that middle podium. If you want to put on ear defenders there under your chair, that's up to you.
Get them on.
Too. OK.
So please pop before the balloon, but only just. Good luck. Greg, please start inflating the balloon. It's already quite a big balloon, but it gets bigger.
I am genuinely shitting myself a bit.
It's actually going to be quite a loud bang, isn't it?
I do think I'm going to scream. Incredible play.
It's a big balloon now.
This is absolutely horrific.
She was just about to pop.
That was one big pop.
Damn.
Please, join me down here, pop fans!
Goodness me. Desiree was so nearly beating the pop at the end, but she didn't, so she got 0 points in that last round. She came last in the game as a whole, so she gets 2 points because Alan and Victoria came joint third. They get 3 points each. Guz, fourth, but Morgana was amazing. She came first, second and first in the rounds, so she gets the full 5 points. And that means in the series, Victoria has got to 100 points exactly.
Yeah.
Hooray! And then Desiree on 119. Alan and Guz both on 131. Morgana on 132.
Wow.
Oh, 2 shows to go. And it's no less tight in this particular episode because Guz has 21 points. Alan, 21 points. We have joint winners.
I don't know what to do now.
I do. A tie-break, a really good tie-break. For this one, they had to blow a feather across a table as fast as possible. But they could only blow it with their noses. It's not as easy as it sounds. Let's see how they got on.
Alex, are you ready, baby?
I am. Just your nose. Good luck, Guz.
You're good. That's not a good technique.
Yes, I'm on the edge of my seat.
I know. It was tight. Alan did it in 9.5 seconds and Guz in 28.7 seconds, which means Alan wins!
Alan wins. Please go and pick up your repurposed prizes. So what have we learned today? Well, people have suggested that because of the multitude of horrors we've seen over 12 series, Alex and I have been left bereft of feeling. Today, we found out categorically That is not true.
Hey, brave boys.
Brave boys, bye for now, and hooray again for Alan Davies. Thanks for watching. Good night.
For more Taskmaster, subscribe now.